Hi, it's day 3, and so I'm going to begin my day 3 workout this morning. Um, I am going to add a mixture of some resistance training in with the cardio that I'm doing. So I mentioned the other day that I think I'm going to do the resistance on like a Tuesday, Thursday schedule, see how that kind of plays out. Maybe add a Saturday mix or something in there. Um, uh, when I was fit and enjoying exercise, I ran, I did P90X, I did CrossFit. I joined this gym called Exercise Science. I worked with a trainer. I enjoyed all of those things. Before I was strong enough to do that, so we're talking like 11 years ago, 10 years ago, I actually had this series of kettlebell workouts that I started with that I think helped with some things. And so, since I'm not strong enough to do the CrossFit or the P90X right now, I thought, well, why don't we go back to those kettlebell workouts? So, I ordered them online. I don't even know if they exist anymore. It was there were 2 videos. They were called Kettle Works. If you can, this is this my hands right. This is the resistance one, and this is the one that I used. It came with a cardio one, but because I had a treadmill and I really prefer to do those kinds of things, as you can see, it never really even got opened. It's still in the plastic wrap. So, but this is the one that I did. They were good workouts, and so I haven't touched them for a lot of years. So I've got it loaded up, ready to go. I brought over a mat, and then I have kettlebells from 5 pounds to 35 pounds, but I have a feeling that the 25, 30, and 35 are probably out of my league at the moment. So I brought over the 5, 8, and 10. We'll get started with those and kind of see how that works, and we'll go from there. This is a 6-week thing, so if I do 1 and 2 this week, 3 and 4 next week, and then 5 and 6 the third week, we'll see how I'm doing, and maybe I can start doing some of my weights and the balls and the heavier kettlebell swings and some of the other things that I enjoy doing. So tune in, we'll see how it goes. Okay, I didn't think I was going to do a post workout update today, but I discovered a few things that I haven't experienced before, so I'm going to share. The workout it was good. It was quick. I'll admit, for me, the weightlifting part wasn't super challenging. What I found, and I'm sorry, I'm finding it amusing and not in I'm making fun of myself way, more in a reality check way. I was all like, oh, I don't think I'll be able to lift my 25-pound kettlebells and this and that. There were some moves in this workout where, one arm stays out to the side and then this arm does things like lifts the kettlebell. And the lifting the kettlebell wasn't the problem. It was holding this one static for that period of time, like the burning in the shoulder here. Or another one that was significant for me, I don't know if I can get the positioning right here, but the lawnmowers, let's see, which way was it? It was this leg, no, this leg, and this arm. So you're like this, and then you're bringing the weight back like this. And again, lifting that weight, not a burn or too much in my back, or this arm, this leg is like shaking and dying and like wanting to give out, and I'm dripping sweat from it. So here's the thing. I haven't experienced that in my past. I like I've said before, I have a long history of fitness, so I think I might be at a level of muscle wasting. I've talked about that with that year of illness that I wasn't realizing. So this is a short workout. So I am going to add in those 2 days a week. I definitely am going to benefit from some yoga. Like I said, I've done everything on the face of the earth, so I've got some yoga DVDs here too. So I'm going to go pick one out, and I'm going to do some of those poses because I really think that stretching and that static hold, and I think maybe I need to start working on some of that to help with some of this. So we're going to add that in. So it's nice out this morning. I think the forecast said some storms are going to be rolling in. So there's Bella. Bella and I decided to come take a walk. It's beautiful blue skies and sunshine. I think it's about 73 degrees, so we thought we'd get out and get a little exercise around the neighborhood. It's actually very, very nice. So one of the things is it's been a bit of a rough year for us for a lot of reasons. One of them is we lost our dear Emmy in October, and on this walk today, as nice as it was and as refreshing as I thought it was going to be, I ran into a couple neighbors, and with losing Emmy in October and then the weather getting bad, I've got some people asking, hey, where's Emmy? And it's to share with them that she's gone, and to have, people shocked and crying today. They're sharing in my grief, but it made the walk not as energizing and refreshing as I was thinking it was going to be. But this is just one of those steps in that grief process we have to go through. Eventually everybody will know there's no more Emmy in the neighborhood, even though we were very, very lucky to have had her for the years that we did. She was a German Shorthair, a ton of energy, greatest personality. And the reason a lot of our neighbors know her is she really liked visiting people. So she gave us a lot of joy for a lot of years. So as you can see from the daily clips, I did get my exercise in today, and we are going to be adding yoga in on the Tuesdays and Thursdays. That shouldn't be a problem. Those kettlebell workouts are short workouts. Breakfast was eggs with some of the Mexican beef that I had made the other day, and then I sauteed up some half a Roma tomato, a quarter of a bell pepper, and put that in there. And so eggs, beef, the pepper, Roma tomato, and then the cheese, avocado on the top, and a dollop of daisy. It was pretty good. I shared one of my struggles with you today. I'm really excited to share now how I approached things and changed things, and we have some different results, and that's kind of what this is all about. So when I came back, I was physically drained. My body is getting tired, and I was emotionally done for too. For the day is what it felt like. And so because I had lunch planned, I had some of the ingredients already set and staged. I went ahead and went through the steps of getting my lunch made, and that was a good thing for me to do. And then when I sat down to eat, I purposely pulled up a television show that is, it's uplifting to me. It brings me joy. I'm trying to decide if I want to tell you what it is. I suppose I may as well. I'll probably be embarrassed about this, but it's the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. It's just something that every time I watch it, it makes me happy. So I pulled that up. I watched one episode of it, and then I got my to-do list out, and I went on to complete the things that I needed to do today. And it really wasn't long before that blanket of emotional discomfort or heaviness started to kind of lift, and it felt good. I was listening to some music and bebopping around and realizing, oh, like I don't feel so bummed out anymore. So that was a good approach. It's improved. It's an improved approach to what I have been doing for a really, really long time, and I'll tell you kind of what my habit that I have slipped into has been. The feelings start So I will sit on my spot on the couch, and I will, if I'm hungry or able to eat, I'll grab the easiest, most convenient thing that is, whatever I can grab, and it's usually not the pre-made salad. It's usually something with cheese on it, um, or I don't eat, and it winds up in the afternoon into evening binge of random Netflix shows. A lot of times it's just things I pull up because I just want to sit there and stare at the TV. I don't want to get off the couch. And then I kind of wait for 5 o'clock to roll around, and then it gets to be 5 o'clock. I can have my wine, and that has been offering me some relief. Um, so I know I've been using it that way. I know that that's not a healthy thing to do. That's why we're changing things. Um, it's been a very long time. It wasn't just Emmy last year. In February, we lost my husband's mother. So I had some times that I was, you know, having some bad days. He was having some bad days. So we kind of did that together. We just kind of, I call it wallowing in it. Felt justified, or like that it was okay. Um, we also had a sick grandbaby last year, and we lost her in April. And with that, the depth of that was something that it became something I wanted to escape on a regular basis. So the vegging out in front of Netflix all afternoon and not really accomplishing anything, or doing things that were good for me, became what it felt like that was really all that I could handle. So it might have been for a little while, but we're coming up on a year now from that, and so with the grief process, I think that there's a way to start to handle some things a little bit better. So since this is not just about losing weight, it's about making healthier choices. I'm really glad that like I had said in a previous video, that I sat down and made some plans for when these things happen. What am I going to do differently this time around? And I don't know that the things that I'm planning to do different are going to work or not work. I'm just going to give them a try. This one today worked really well, and I ended up feeling good the rest of the day, accomplishing a lot, and we're going to top it off as a good day. Um, I met my 1,000 step goal. I recorded all my food intake. I met all my nutritional goals, and I didn't have any alcohol. Um, Dinner was terrific. It was I went ahead and wrote on the cards what it was, so hopefully you guys seeing the pictures um, give you more information about the food that I'm eating. And so we're gonna call this 3 down and 362 more to go.